If you'd like to sponsor a TSP television broadcast, Patreon is the place. Sponsorships start at just $1 a month. Visit patreon.com/TSP television and make a pledge for premier Twin Cities sports coverage.
Hi everyone, this is Jessica January alongside Erik Jimson. Tonight we are at Irondale High School as the Knights take on the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks for a Suburban Gold Conference matchup. Now Erik, we know this Cooper team is unstoppable. They're 7-0 and they're ranked 10th in the Star Tribune Metro Top 10. How good is this team?
What you said, they're unstoppable. They're averaging over 30 points a game this season, so they have a high-power offense. It's going to be tough for Irondale to keep up with them, so Irondale's going to have to look to control the time of possession, play good defense, slow the game down to stop this Hawks team.
Speaking of Irondale, they are 5-2 on the year. They were on a 5-game win streak before losing to St. Louis Park last Friday, 28-35. Now, much of their success so far this season has been credited to two seniors, Leighton Glodek and Parker Freiberg, who's actually ranked 9th in the state in rushing with 155 carries on the season.
Looks like Irondale's key to success is to run the ball. Like you said, their running back has 155 carries, and he's very effective running the ball, keep controlling the time of possession, make sure they control the downs. That's their key for the Irondale to stay in this game tonight and not let Cooper run away with the game with their passing attack.
Now, coming into this matchup, it looks like Irondale might be the team that's the underdog and Cooper the team that might have the target on their back. Do you think that both teams are approaching it with similar mentalities, or do you think they're different?
Well, with Cooper, since they know they have a more high-power offense, a better quarterback, they want to throw the ball, probably jump on Irondale earlier, get a big lead. For Irondale, they probably want to slow down the attack so they can control the ball, keep the ball out of Cooper's offense's hands, and try to keep it a low-scoring game and get themselves a chance. So not really the same mentality, but same goals to win the game.
All right, we have an exciting matchup on the way. You're watching high school football.
If you'd like to sponsor a TSP television broadcast, Patreon is the place. Sponsorships start at just $1 a month. Visit patreon.com/TSP television and make a pledge for premier Twin Cities sports coverage.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is Jessica January with Erik Jimson. If you are just joining us, we are at Irondale High School as the Knights face the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks for a conference matchup. We will be underway in just a few minutes. We just had a nice performance by the Irondale band for the anthem and a nice rally song. Looks like a good turnout tonight.
Got a nice crowd in our hands. Should be a great night. A little chilly, but it's Minnesota football for you. Got to just be ready for it.
Yeah, I'd take this weather over any snow or rain, so not complaining. Right now they're doing the starting lineups, and if we take a look back at last year's meeting between these two teams, Cooper beat Irondale 41-34 in double overtime. And I think that just has a lot to say about the quality of both of these programs. Irondale, as we talked about, was on a 5-game win streak, just lost last Friday. And Cooper, obviously, 7-0. So both really good programs, a great history of football for Cooper, and I think it's going to be a really good matchup tonight.
Yeah, I think Irondale will be motivated to prove to Cooper they can stay in this game with them and get revenge on them for last year's tough loss. And they're at home, and it's middle of the week. The kids are excited, so it should be a good game.
Looking at Irondale, too, in 2015, they finished 2-8. In 2016, 3-7. In 2017, 4-5, and now obviously 2018 they're 5-2 so far. So it looks like every year they're getting better and better, and so it's, you know, a win over Cooper is going to be really essential for this program to continue playing well for the rest of the season and then into sections as well.
Yeah, they've had a couple years playing. They've stuck to it, stayed disciplined, and they've improved gradually each year, small increments each year, and keep moving forward. As long as you're moving forward, that's progress in itself. So I'm pretty sure that the coach is proud of the kids, and the kids believe in the coach and the program's direction they've finally gone in. So they'll be pumped up tonight to continue to show why they've made taking these steps over the past few years.
All right, we're waiting for Irondale to take the field. Looks like both teams have players who are supporting the breast cancer awareness with wearing, you know, pink socks, pink leggings. Some have pink sleeves, and then the students as well are wearing a bunch of pink. So it's really great to see everyone getting involved and showing that there's a lot more to sports than just the sport itself. For Irondale, we'll have number 3, Pedro Amosu, will be kicking off, and we're underway. Cooper with a great drive already, and he's taken down at about the 35.
A bit of a short kickoff. He took advantage of it, give the Hawks some good field position to start the game off. Irondale has to be ready on this first possession. Cooper likes to get off to a fast start. They put up a lot of points, so critical first possession.
Cooper will start on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Quarterback for Cooper, number 4, Trashawn McMillan. And a great defensive possession there for Irondale.
Good job of the Irondale ends to keep contained and not let the back get outside, and stayed in the rush lanes, got them down pretty quick.
Cooper still on the 37-yard line, 2nd and 10. No gain on that last possession.
It's most likely a pass coming here.
And you called it. He was looking for it, but he'll get to the outside. And he'll run out of bounds. That was
it'll be key for Irondale against an athletic quarterback. Then man coverage, you got to pay attention because if he doesn't have anything, he sees there's not a lane to throw, he's taking off right away. So.
And that was good patience, too. I mean, he looked and he saw he didn't have anything, and he got to the outside, and they got the first down. McMillan will throw it to the outside, and a Grace run there, and he's almost all alone. Cooper will take it all the way.
Great play call. Quick little bubble screen. Got a nice block to free him on the outside, and Cooper lets their athletes push the balls in the athletes' hands, let them do the rest. Take them out. Great play design.
We're about a minute in the game, and Cooper has already scored a touchdown, and that's something that we've noticed throughout their entire season. A lot of the times, teams aren't able to keep up with them scoring. They're scoring over 30 points a game, and even last Friday against North St. Paul, they scored 54 points. So if Irondale's going to have a chance against this team, they're going to have to be able to contain them.
Yeah, and it looks like Cooper's play caller isn't afraid to open up the book right away. They came with 3 different types of plays, and they're going to give Irondale a lot of looks. It's going to be up to Irondale to be disciplined and read the keys and try to keep Cooper from running up the score too early.
So a minute in, and Cooper already has a lead, 7-0. And speaking of McMillan, who obviously has started off the game really well, he had 4 touchdowns in the 42-34 win over Robbinsdale Armstrong, and he's had at least 1 passing touchdown in every game. So like you said, and like we've been talking about, their offense has been unstoppable, and it's very, very strong. So Irondale's going to have to do something different to be able to alter for doing things that they're comfortable with.
And McMillan is more the modern-day quarterback. He's a dual threat. He can throw the ball, run it, take it. So as a defense, it's always tough to maintain those type of players. We got a lot of keys to read, a lot of things to look out for. So he's dangerous whenever he takes the snap. He can do anything with it. So it's going to be tough to stop him tonight.
All right, Cooper with the short punt. And Irondale will be just short of the 45-yard line.
Interesting choice to squib kick it there. I think Cooper doesn't have a lot of faith in Irondale's offense to move the ball. They gave him a short field. And if so, if they do think Irondale can move the ball, Cooper is pretty confident if they get the ball back right away, they can score again. You don't usually see those type of kicks to start off a game. So.
Right, and we have talked so much about Cooper's offense. I guess we'll get a good look at how their defense is and if they're able to have that same energy on the defensive end. Looks like there's a flag on the play. Not quite sure what the call was. Did you see what happened?
Looks like Irondale may have gotten a delay of game. They didn't have the right personnel in. He couldn't get off the field in time to get the quarterback a chance to snap the ball. So those mental errors, you don't want those after Cooper gave him a short field to start with as well.
A gain there of 2 for Irondale.
It seems to be Irondale's game plan is to run the ball, so it'd be ultra important for them not to fall behind by too much, because once the lead blossoms, you aren't able to run the ball to come from behind because you don't want that clock chewing when you're on the wrong side of the scoreboard. So.
Number 5, Leighton Glodek, is the quarterback for Irondale. Tries to get it to the outside, but it's taken down. Good defense by Cooper. That'll make it 3rd down for Irondale. Still at about the 39-yard line. Glodek has also had a great season so far. He's at 52% completion percentage or better in 6 of 7 games this season. So if Irondale is going to have a chance to keep up with Cooper, they're going to definitely depend on him.
And tonight he might want to hit about 60% of those passes just to. Anytime you're the underdog in the game, you want to be better than what you normally are. So it's going to be key for him to step it up a little bit here.
Glodek with the pass to the outside, but it's incomplete.
If you're Irondale, this is what you don't want. Quick 3 and out after Cooper got a quick score. Now this puts a lot of pressure on your defense. If they don't get to stop here, you can go down 2 scores, and then you're already playing from behind early in the game, and now you have to deviate away from your game plan, which is to run the ball, control the time of possession. So it's going to be key for Irondale's defense here to try to slow Cooper down.
Irondale will have number 8, Aiden Price, on the punt. And Cooper will go with it. And it looked like he had an opening, but was taken down quickly to about the 35-yard line. So still a lot of game here. Looks like Cooper has the start that they wanted. Irondale not so much, but it's definitely a long game, and we'll see if they can turn it around. McMillan will hand it off. A nice spin move there.
Good pursuit. They got to get him on the ground quickly. Good pursuit by Irondale. Got to wrap up, finish the tackles.
That was number 24, Nasir Borden, on the carry. Cooper will be second down, 5 to go on the 40-yard line.
Irondale looks like they can be playing a little zone coverage, trying to keep things in front of them.
McMillan hands it off again, and there was a wide opening in the middle up there, and that'll be first down. That was Borden again.
Cooper keeping the tempo up. Irondale's defense is going to be challenged. Already down 1 score. They're going to stop the run here. Getting gas pretty heavy in the quick passes. So
now Borden, who just made 2 great plays, is only 5'5", so he doesn't have great size, but he is so quick, and as you can see again, he's just moving up the middle very well.
Yeah, anytime you're that height on the football field, you know right away. You can look at that guy's height listed on a sheet of paper somewhere. You know right away he has to be a quick player if he's effective, because you don't have much power using that size or much advantage to go downfield and use height to catch the ball over defenders. So those are sometimes the hardest guys to tackle, coming behind the line of scrimmage. You can't really see them until they get right up on you, and then they make a quick move and he's right by you. So it's going to be up to Irondale. It's going to be a challenge for him to keep him from running wild out here.
Cooper with second down, 3 to go. McMillan will look to take it himself, and he's sacked. Great defense, Irondale. Those are the kind of plays Irondale are going to have to make. They're going to have to, like I said, make Cooper do something they're not comfortable with. McMillan tried to take it himself, and Irondale said not today.
Yeah, with that play there, Irondale, they kept the rush lanes contained, stayed in their gaps. McMillan looked like he rushed his read a little bit there. He gave up on the play a little too quick, tried to get out of the pocket. Irondale stayed in their lanes and just got him on the ground. It's sound, disciplined defense.
Cooper, third down, 8 to go. McMillan will take it back, and he's going to launch it down the field. Oh, but it's incomplete.
Looks like a cover 3 look they gave him. Two deep streaks, one down the sideline up the seam. Cover 3 to free safety. It's tough to get over there. That pass on target, that can go for a touchdown. So they might want to have to look to switch up the zone here.
Yeah, great play there. Just a little off target. Like you said, if that would have been caught, it would have definitely been a touchdown. I like how Cooper is staying aggressive, though. They're running it a few possessions and then taking that chance and throwing it. But But they'll punt on the 4th down. And Irondale will take possession.
Punt returner has the fair catch there to try to return it. That's a bad break for Irondale's offense now. They get pinned down deep after they couldn't get anything going on the first drive. Now their backs are against the end zone. They're going to have to try to get some offense going and put together a long drive here to tie this game.
So when you were a high school athlete and you played football, did you have a preference for weather? Did you like playing in weather like this? Would you wish it was a little bit warmer? Because obviously you're out there running around, sweating.
Well, me being a wide receiver, you always want it to be a little warmer just because it's easier to catch the ball, easier to run routes. You're not, as frigid running. Muscles are warm. So, I mean, once you get in the flow of the game on a night like this, even when it's a little chilly, you kind of block it out mentally and just do what you practice and just stay prepared. And, I mean, this is football. Sometimes you have to go in adverse conditions and just get it done. But, yeah, I would definitely prefer something a little warmer than what it is tonight.
Yeah, but I'd take this over snow. I think watching games on TV where it's snowing, that's crazy. I can't even imagine playing in that.
Playing in snow is almost impossible.
Irondale 2nd down, 1 to go. They'll get to the outside. Tackle. That was number 23, Jacoby Bass.
Cooper has some pretty good athletes, great pursuit on defense. They get into the ball pretty quick.
First down here for the Knights. About 6:30 left in the first quarter. Cooper up 7-0. And a nice pass there, a nice carry there for Irondale. That was number 19, Barassa. And Irondale will have another first down.
It's a good job by Irondale's offensive coordinator, sticking with the game plan to run the ball, but he's giving Cooper's defense different looks, different points of attack to run the ball. They aren't giving them any steady diet of one run, pitching the ball, going to the fullback up the middle, a lot of motion. So if you ever want to run the ball, it's a great way to do it. Attack each area of the field. So good job by Irondale's play caller.
Yeah, really great patience there by Irondale. They're not getting too flustered or frenzied over that really quick touchdown by Cooper. And like you said, moving down the field very well and another good carry. So we continue to do those things and hopefully finish them at the end.
Yeah, long game. They got a lot of time.
Lodek will hand it off again. That was 28 Parker Freiberg on the carry.
And running the ball may seem like a methodical way to attack, but with the way Irondale is doing it with the different motions and different actions and fakes off the run, one of these runs can easily break for a long play if Cooper don't keep their eyes disciplined and follow their keys. All it takes is one misread by a couple players and there'll be a big gash coming here.
Glodek to Freiberg again down the middle and almost a first down again. So continuous back-to-back possessions, and Irondale is making a very great progress down the field. Speaking of Freiberg, we talked about him a little bit before the game. He's actually a lacrosse player. He has a D1 lacrosse offer and was all-Metro in lacrosse in 2018, this past season. So he's been great for Irondale in football and even better in lacrosse. And Irondale will make a great catch down the field. So great pass there by Glodek to number 8, Aiden Price.
Irondale lured them to sleep with multiple runs, kept running the ball, and then gave them the play action. Got the linebackers and safety to creep up, opened up the gap downfield, and the quarterback delivered a strike. It's great game planning right there.
Irondale in great position to score here. We're on the 10-yard line. And they'll give it to Parker to run it through the middle, and he's taken down.
This is usually the hardest part of the field to score. You don't have as much of the field to work with, especially for a running team like Irondale. If Cooper's expecting to run, they're going to pack the box and come after the back. So it's going to be a tough job for Irondale to try to put this home for 6.
Second down for Irondale, 7 to go. Glodek will hand it to Parker again. And that was a gain of 4. Third down.
Should see a pass here. I don't see any way that Irondale can run it again on third and goal. It's going to be tough.
Crucial possession here if they can score this touchdown. And just make sure Cooper knows that they're in this game, that they're not going to be able to run away with it like they have all the other games so far this season. And that was handed to Freiberg again, and he's taken down with no gain.
Interesting call there to elect to run it again. I thought we'd see a pass on third down, but looks like the coaching staff has a lot of faith in the kicker. Put these 3 points up.
So for Irondale, number 3, Noah Kiani will attempt the field goal. And it's good. New score here at Irondale High School. Cooper with 7, Irondale with 3. Just about 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
I know Irondale walked away with the points from that possession, but if you're Cooper, you're happy with that. You gave up some big plays. They got down the red zone. You're able to hold them to 3. The difference between the good and great in the red zone, the great teams will get 7, and sometimes the good teams only get 3. So if you're Cooper's defense, you can live with that.
Spoke briefly with the Irondale coach a little bit before the game, and he talked about some of his players and just some of the things that the team was involved with outside of football. And it looks like their entire team actually has volunteered every year the past 5 years during summer mini camps at Feed My Starving Children, and in 5 years have packed over 5,000 meals. So I thought that was really cool to see that these players are involved with other stuff outside of football and that they're contributing back to their community.
Yeah, those type of things build team unity and also build character in the young men. So great job by this program to keep their young men involved.
That was a really nice punt again by Kiani. And that was number 24, Bowden, on the return. First down and 10 for the Hawks at the 30.
Cooper's special team unit doing a good job of giving them good field position on returning punts and kicks.
Do you remember this song from high school? I used to always play it.
Unfortunately, yes.
You're not a fan? Doesn't get pumped up?
Not so much.
It's a great game.
I prefer to hear some little rap or some little
like what?
Hip hop, something to get you bouncing. It doesn't matter. Just something with a nice beat to it.
McMillan will get it to the outside. A nice pass. Gain of 5 there for Cooper. 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Cooper has called a few of these quick screens, quick bubble screens to the outside, which can basically substitute for a run play on early downs, with Irondale playing kind of soft zone coverage backed up, and that's usually a quick 5 yards. So good job by Cooper of taking what the defense is giving them.
McMillan again looks to go to the outside, but instead he's trying to take it himself. He'll run out of bounds. Pretty good patience there. He looked and didn't see anything he liked, so kept it himself.
Yeah, he might have had a run pass option design there. He could have thrown it or handed it off. He decided to keep it himself, and positive game.
Gain of 2 on the last possession. Now on the 37-yard, McMillan will get to the outside again. That was number 7, Wooten, who's quickly taken down. 4th down now for the Hawks.
Very conservative play calling by Cooper on that possession. Interesting choice of plays. They didn't really look to put the ball down the field or take any shots across the middle. Everything quick and easy. So might just be trying to lure the Irondale defense to sleep and look for a pop here later on.
Just under a minute here in the first quarter. That was number 43, Alexis Martinez, with the kick. Irondale will receive it on the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. So with about 43 seconds left, what do you look to see Irondale do to take advantage of the little time that they have?
Well, they'll probably come out and just run the ball once or twice, stick to the game plan. They've been no reason to get too antsy and turn the ball over or anything like that. Just stick to the run and keep wearing this Cooper defense down.
And just like you said, that was number 19, Barassi, on the carry. That'll put them on the 34-yard line. 40-yard line. 2nd down, 4 to go. About 15 seconds left. A nice pitch back there to Freiberg, who's taken down for a 1st down.
Might have a hold in here. Usually what happens on a quick outside run, the ends on the defense get free too fast and instincts just force you to hold. We'll see what they call.
Still 4.5 seconds left. Officials still out on the field.
Yeah, holding call, came back.
All right, and that will do it for the first quarter. Cooper up 7-3 against the Knights. Great start here by both teams, both energetic on the offensive end and the defensive end.
Yeah, good tempo for both teams. I was looking for Cooper to be a little bit more aggressive with their last possession, but they played it safe and put the ball back in Irondale's hands. Now Irondale backed up a little bit here after the holding call after a nice toss play, so that may have forced Irondale they might have to step out of the box a little bit here and call a deep pass play to make it a manageable 3rd down. So we'll see what happens coming into the second quarter.
Still a great night out for football. Looking at both teams before coming into the game and looking at the matchup, it looked like Irondale was 2-2 against common opponents with Cooper. And they were on a 5-game win streak, so if they're able to pull off a win tonight, this could be very, very good for their season and the rest of the games in the conference. Oh my gosh. A great catch there by Irondale.
It's a great job by the quarterback to keep composure. The rush was coming in, kept his eyes downfield on his reads, and stepped up in the pocket and delivered the pass, so great job. Like you were saying with the common opponents, that's huge at this stage of the year because these teams both have a lot of film on each other and they've both played against and game plan for the same team, so now they know each other's strengths and weaknesses, so whoever wins this game tonight will be the team that executes the best. There won't be many tricks or things that either team can pull off that the other hasn't seen.
And that was Glodek. So Glodek handed it off to number 19, Barasa, who then threw it down and attempted to score a touchdown there.
Speaking of tricks, Irondale tries to hit him with the halfback pass. Doesn't result in a completion, but it looks like they're going to get the pass interference downfield, which is almost as good as a completion. So positive yards is all you can ask for at the offense. So that's a great job of play call and execution.
So Irondale coming into this second quarter ready to go. Maybe a little bit disappointed they didn't convert on the touchdown in the first quarter, and maybe their coach got them fired up and said, hey, look, we're playing a great team. We got to keep going, especially when we have the opportunity to score. We got to execute.
And Irondale in the red zone again here. This time they want to try to come away with 7. Take advantage of the penalty that they just drew against Cooper.
That was Freiberg on the carry.
Big difference from high school NFL. If you get pass interference in NFL in the end zone, the ball will be on the 1-yard line, but since it's high school, they only get a 15-yard penalty. That's a big difference in the two levels.
Irondale second down, 6 to go. Be here on the 10-yard line. They're in a similar position in the first quarter, looking to see if they can make it happen this time. I think that was Freiberg again on the carry. And he's been pretty successful so far this game, carrying the ball up through the middle. But I think, like you said last time, they're gonna have to try to look to throw it to try to get it through there because Cooper is right on it.
Yeah, last third down in the red zone, Irondale elected to run it again, which it didn't result in positive yards for him, and it was a pretty easy stop for Cooper. I know Irondale is methodical and sticking to their approach, and they're trying to stick to the game plan, but you get in the red zone, you got to try to take some chances here and really get this lead.
Third down with 4 to go. Knights on the 8-yard line. Glodek will look to throw it again this time. And it's incomplete. That one was way off the mark.
Perfect coverage by Cooper. Everybody covered up. Quarterback didn't have anything. Threw it out the back of the end zone. It's a smart play. You never want to turn it over in the red zone. Give you a chance to, offense a chance to either go for it on 4th or give your kicker a chance to kick it and put 3 on the board.
And it looks like Irondale will kick it again this time with number 3, Noah Kiani. And it's good. So new score here. Cooper up 7 to Irondale with 6. So maybe not as flashy and as exciting as scoring touchdowns, but Irondale's still in this game. I mean, they're executing the small things like completing their completing the kicks and playing well defensively. So they do have a chance to still win this game.
Well, I said before the game, Irondale's probably going to want to have this be a low-scoring game, and so far they've kept the score down. The only thing is when you get in the red zone, though, you want to walk away with touchdowns because you never know when a team like Cooper can explode and go on a run and get a few scores in a row on a few possessions. So, I mean, Irondale's going to have to win they want to keep the score down and win a close battle, but the only thing with them, they're going to have to just convert in the red zone and try to put a few sixes up to. You know, this Cooper team is coming with some offense sooner or later. So.
Number 3, Kiani on the punt. And Cooper will look to run it. Very quick and shifty there. Great run by Cooper, who's taken down at midfield.
Cooper's return unit has done a spectacular job getting them good field position for the offense. Almost at midfield. This is what you want to do as a special teams unit, to give your offense a good chance to polish off drives.
That was number 3, Omasu, on the carry. For this Cooper team, him and Borden have been really great so far this game. They're both very shifty, both very quick. So Irondale will have to look to make sure that they keep them in check. That was handed off again to Borden, who is just extremely speedy up the field.
It's going to be key. It's going to be key here for Irondale's defense to try to get another stop. I know they're working on a short field, but if they can force Cooper to punt or even hold him to 3 or force a turnover, that'd be huge right now.
Cooper with a gain of 7 on the last possession. The second down, 3 to go. They're about on the 44-yard line. McMillan will hand it off again. That was Borden on the carry. First down for Cooper.
Cooper not afraid to stick to the run themselves.
Nine minutes left in the second quarter. Cooper leading the Knights by 1 point.
Irondale's going to have to watch out for a quick screen to the outside here. They're giving up a lot of cushion and aren't putting as many bodies out.
McMillan will keep it himself. He looked to throw it in a completed pass, and he stays on his feet on the outside. And I believe that was number 3, Omasu.
Great job by the quarterback, keeping his eyes downfield, keeping his feet alive to give his receiver a little bit more time to find that window in the zone and hit him on the strike coming across the field.
Cooper here in great field position, first down. Good defense there by Cooper as McMillan handed it off again.
First time Cooper's been in the red zone. Let's see how aggressive they are compared to Irondale, who's chosen to be a little bit more methodical with their attack in the red zone, running the ball.
That was one of the rare times we've seen Borden been taken down that quickly. Usually he gets at least 5 or more yards.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of keeping the center of gravity and moving forward at all times, making sure he's giving his team positive return on these runs.
Second down for Cooper, 8 to go. And handed off again. I think that was Borden again on the carry. Third down, 4 to go for the Hawks.
in this area of the field, the quarterback is very dangerous. So Irondale's going to want to either have a spy up or have contains and make sure the quarterback can't break, contain, and run this. Sometimes you get so caught up in covering the skill players and the receivers and backs, and you forget about the quarterback, and he can just scamper in for a touchdown here. So they're going to have to watch this.
And McMillan will throw a bullet, and it's caught. Touchdown, Cooper. That was just a bullet there, caught by number 11, Clay.
They knew where they were going the entire time. Soft coverage. The slant was open. He just hit him in stride. Easy touchdown. Walk right in.
And Cooper will look to convert on the kick, and it's blocked. Great defense by Irondale. So the kick wasn't good. Cooper now 13-6. About 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
That's a big play. These plays sometimes go overlooked. Blocking that extra point keeps the lead at 7. So if Irondale goes down and gets a touchdown, they only need 1 on the extra point, opposed to having to go for 2 to tie the game. And Cooper would have gone up 8 right there. So good job by Irondale's unit to block the kick and keep them within score within one score. Keep the game within 1 score.
And that's where they're going to have to do that. They can't let Cooper run away with it in terms of scoring. They've been dominant this season and running the score up on their opponents. So crucial possession here for Irondale to get to where they've been in the last two times they were on offense when they had the ability to make the touchdown. And they're going to have to actually execute it this time.
And I would imagine the ideal scenario for Irondale here is to, with 7 minutes left to go in the half, they want to kind of control this clock and milk the clock while also getting the score. But you don't want to leave Cooper too much time with the score, so they want to work the clock here, but also move the ball down the field and take control of the clock.
And Irondale with a great carry. That was number 23, Jacoby Bass, on the return, and he was very shifty throughout that defense, using his blocks really well. And Irondale will have it about midfield.
And they may not be able to kill too much clock. They only got half the field to go, so great return.
Again, Irondale keeping their energy alive, and I'm sure it's from the block kick they had against Cooper the previous possession, that energy carrying over, and you see it in their offense. Glodek will hand it off to Freiberg, who's unstoppable down the field and finally taken down at the 35. Great carry.
That toss there has been there all night for Irondale. They're utilizing it and taking advantage of the Cooper splits on defense and getting outside of those ends and making plays.
First down for Irondale from the 26-yard line. And Freiberg has had 6 straight games with 100-plus yards rushing and 5 straight games with at least 1 rushing touchdown. So it's no mistake here that he's been very good for Irondale. Usually when he gets the ball, something good happens.
Yeah, he's the vocal point of their attack, and they like to give him the ball to control the tempo of the game and kind of assert themselves as the more physical team. Usually when you run the ball and you got a running back as the leader of your offense, you're usually the more physical team. They're coming downhill. They're controlling the tempo and the physicality of the game, and that's huge for any football team.
Second down, 6 to go for Irondale. Glodek will hand it off again. Taken down quickly on the carry. Five minutes left to go. Third down, 3 to go.
Another opportunity for Irondale in the red zone. See if they can finally punch it in for their first touchdown of the night.
Glodek will keep it himself. A nice flip there to Freiberg. But he's pushed out of bounds.
That's a tough play to execute on the near side of the field. Sideline working against you. You don't have much room to get that toss off to convert that. So that's a little bit of a tough play for Irondale to execute there. Cooper, good job just staying in the lanes and forcing them out.
Third down now. Irondale still with 6 to go. Irondale looking over to the sideline.
Quarterback getting audible from the coach.
And they'll end up taking a timeout.
Looks like there's been a little miscommunication between the quarterback and the offensive coordinator there.
And as you said, they are on the way right side of the field, maybe looking to go on the other side where all that space is. And they've been running it consistently. So on this third down, maybe Glodek will be looking to go to the left side and get something up in the air.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they ran it here again, just because they haven't converted either their red zone trips with touchdowns. And with it only being 5 minutes left in the half, they might want to get a little bit aggressive here just to see if they can tie this game up, being down 7. If not, if you get a 3 here and get a ball back to Cooper, they can put another touchdown up on the board very quickly. So it's be interesting to see what they go with here.
All right, both teams back on the field. Still 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Cooper up 13-6. Irondale looking to convert on this possession. Glodek will take a step back and he'll look to throw it long. And it's incomplete. Great defense by Cooper. Wow.
Great job by defensive back to recover and get a hand on the ball. The ball's a little underthrown though. You want to, when your receiver gets a step on the DB like that, you want to put that ball into the back corner of the end zone, let your receiver run under. A little underthrown and gave the DB a chance to catch up, and he did what he was supposed to do, knocked it down.
That pass was intended to number 23, Jacoby Bass. And again, another possession where Irondale has just fell short. They aren't able to capitalize on these opportunities to score in the end zone. And although they have had 2 successful kicks where they at least have 6 points, against a team like Cooper, you kind of wish that you had those ones back. McMillan will look to throw it on the side, and it's completed and a first down for Cooper.
Great job by the quarterback keeping his feet alive and delivering a strike on the run. That's not an easy throw. Even though he's going to his strong hand, nice job putting that ball on the money and getting it there before the safety was able to get over top and break it up.
Looks like that pass was actually incomplete. I think he may have been out of bounds.
Nope, receiver didn't get the feet down. Never mind.
So Cooper back at the 20-yard line. Second down, still 10 to go. A great pass nonetheless.
Yeah, you gotta take your chances.
McMillan to the outside again. Pass is incomplete. A little bit too low there.
The quarterback a little inaccurate there. He has to get a receiver a chance to catch that and run with it. Ball too low, hits the ground.
That was intended to number 7, Cornelius Wooten. Cooper now third down, 10 to go. Still on the 20-yard line, so if Irondale can make a stop here, this would be fantastic field position for them. And Cooper will take a timeout.
Critical third down. Cooper's offensive staff making sure they got the right play call in here and everybody's on the same page. If Irondale can get this stop, that'd be critical after the turnover on downs in the red zone and missing out on the opportunity for another touchdown.
And Cooper has had success with running it and throwing it, except for the last play. Obviously, he was out of bounds, but the connection with McMillan and his receivers and his running backs have been good. So pretty much anything they draw up, if they are focused and execute it well, they should be good.
Yeah, they have the right athletes in each position, and the quarterback is able to buy them extra time with his legs and move around in the pocket and give them extra time to get open. And he's a threat running the ball himself, which keeps the lanes open for his backs. So all around, pretty dangerous offense they're working with here.
All right, Cooper, 3rd down, 10 to go. McMillan will take a step back. He'll look to get on the outside, and it's an incomplete pass.
Had a guy open, just got to be more accurate with the throw and deliver it in the pocket.
So Cooper not able to execute out of the timeout. This will be 4th down for them.
Irondale should get good field position off this punter from his own 8-yard line.
That'll be number 3, Kiani, again with the punt. And it'll land just short of the 40-yard line. Irondale now with the opportunity to finish out the 2nd quarter.
Irondale's going to have to coach. They're going to coach up their punt returner. He's given up a couple of punts that have hit the ground, and he hasn't been aggressive enough getting underneath them and fair catching. That's costing Irondale a few yards, costing them some field position for his offense. Still good field position, but they can use those extra yards.
Glodek will hand it off to Freiberg. Great carry down the middle, just short of the first down. That'll be a 2nd down for Irondale, 3 to go.
2nd and short is where you usually can take a nice shot, so play action is in play right here.
Glodek again with Freiberg on the carry. And that'll be a 1st down. Irondale on the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Just under 4 minutes to go. A nice pitch there to Bass.
Great pursuit angle. Great tackle right there. Saved a big game.
Three-yard gain on that carry. 2nd down and 7 for Irondale. Slowly but surely making their way down the field.
Second and long here. This is where Irondale could take a shot.
Now it's handed to Bass again, who will get to the outside, uncontested, but is pushed out of bounds, and a 1st down again for Irondale.
Irondale just wearing them down slowly but surely. When you keep running the ball and pounding the ball, it's tough for the defense to consistently stand up to it. Might have got another holding call here, though.
And unfortunate there, just unfortunate there for Irondale.
A couple big runs now negated by holdings for Irondale. You got to be more disciplined with your block technique.
So the Knights will have to bring the ball back. It'll be 2nd down and 13 to go now instead of what could have been on the 20-yard line. They're back to the 47. Freiberg will carry it again himself. And a nice carry. He'll fall short of the 10-yard line. Looks like there's a Cooper player may have gotten shaken up a little on the field. Looks like number 9, Tareen Kane. I think he got hit there by Freiberg as he fell down.
Irondale really relying on that toss play has been very successful for them in this first half. Great job by the offensive coordinator designing these runs and giving their running back space to operate.
Some of the players here taking a knee.
Yeah, you never want to see this. It's an unfortunate part of football. It's a tough game. Hopefully he's all right.
Looks like he's sitting up and might get helped off the field. And he'll walk it off. Irondale now with the 3rd down. 1 to go. They're about on the 36-yard line. There's still 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. So plenty of time to execute and finish out the quarter with a touchdown.
A few more positive runs from Irondale, and they'll really eat into this clock. And if they can punch this off in the end zone, finish out this drive, that'd be perfect for them. But they get the ball back in the second half, so if they can tie this game and leave Cooper very little amount of time to operate on their offense. Irondale get the ball back at half with a tie game, and then it's off to the races. They're looking to take the lead to start off the half.
And this game has been all Freiberg and Bass, so I'm sure they'll be looking to go to them to finish out the quarter. And that's Freiberg on the carry, and that'll be a first down just short of the 10-yard line. He's so quick and so strong, extremely good at using his blocks and navigating his offensive line.
He's had great vision on these runs all night, finding the hole and getting downhill quickly, staying north and south. He isn't losing yards. He's been the spearhead of this Irondale offense tonight.
So Freiberg again on the carry, a gain of 4. 2 minutes left, and Irondale is on with their second down, 6 to go.
This is where it'll get interesting. Irondale's 4th trip in the red zone. They haven't gotten a touchdown yet, so they'll be looking to finally polish off one of these good drives with 6 here.
Glodek will hand it off again to Freiberg.
Freiberg on the carry. Gain of 3 on the play.
A gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and short on the 9th.
Got to call a good play here.
Kind of like deja vu here. We've seen this a couple times this game. Looking for a different result, though.
Yeah, usually for running teams that are rush-centric and powered by their running game, it's just so tough when you get in the red zone with not much room to work. The teams can load the box up and stop the run a lot easier.
Glodek will throw it to the corner, and it's caught. And touchdown! First touchdown for Irondale. As you can hear, the fans are to their feet. Finally, Irondale able to convert, and it was just a great pass. Like you said, when you have someone running, you have to get it to the back of their hands. Can't throw it short, and finally they connected on that one.
Yeah, great pass. He led the receiver, put it in the spot where only a receiver could get it. they've gone at that matchup a few times. They got the one-on-one again and took advantage of it. He has a significant height advantage down there, so that's a great play call to give him a chance to go over top and finish off that drive.
And on top of that, the kick is good. So with under a minute here to go in the second quarter, Cooper and Irondale tied up 13-13. And with a great last possession by Irondale, taking their time, moving up the field, and finally able to convert, like you said, in the red zone. And it looks like the momentum has shifted. Cooper started off this game with a very quick touchdown, and now Irondale not getting frazzled, not getting frustrated, staying the course, and able to keep it tied here in the second quarter.
They played sound defensive football, very disciplined. They haven't allowed too many big plays. They've gotten off the field on third down, done a good job. That's just, and this is just what the doctor ordered for them. End of the quarter, they took the clock all the way down to 52 seconds here. They scored and they deferred in the beginning of the game, so they get the ball back to start the half off. So as long as they don't give up any big plays or mishaps here, they keep this game tied going into halftime, and they'll start out the second half with the ball.
Number 3, Kiani with the kick. Cooper with the return, just over the 35-yard line, as he was knocked out of bounds. Cooper have 46 seconds before the end of the half. So like you said, stay solid and make sure they don't have anything ridiculous happen, like any turnovers or anything too crazy.
46 seconds with the athletes Cooper have, they can be looking to take a shot here downfield, so Irondale has to be ready.
McMillan looks downfield, as you said, and that's incomplete as it goes out of bounds. But just as you called it, they're looking to take a shot. That was intended. That pass was intended to number 18, Adrian Adams. And Cooper will remain on the 38-yard line. McMillan looking downfield again, but decides to keep it himself. Uses a block nicely. And he's down at the 40-yard.
On that last play, Irondale secondary not really playing with the depth I thought they were. They're kind of tight to the line of scrimmage. Most likely in this third down, they'll be playing at a little bit more depth here to make sure nothing gets behind them. But yeah, it looks like they're going to go too high safeties to try to keep everything in front of them. So smart call.
Clock running down here. McMillan is looking downfield again. Doesn't see much. He'll get it to the outside. And looked like Borden was wide open, and he loses the ball. Irondale recovers it, and that's the end of the half.
Well, if there's ever a time to fumble, that's when you want to fumble, when it doesn't hurt you. So.
I think they said there was a flag on the play.
Holding against Cooper, so.
But still, end of the first half. A great final defensive play there by Irondale. A great offensive finish, the last possession. What do you think we have coming into the second half?
I expect Irondale who deferred the kick in the beginning, so they'll be getting the ball in the second half. I expect them to pretty much do what they've done most of this game on offense, kind of control the tempo, control time of possession, eat the clock up, running the ball. They've been very successful on early downs running the ball, so keep giving Cooper a steady diet of runs and to the left, to the right, up the middle, keeping them off balance. And the formulas work for them. They just have to convert when they get in the red zone and turn threes into sixes, and they should be in good shape.
We still have a whole another half of some exciting football on the way. We'll be right back. You're watching high school football.
get lit. It's time to make hits, it's time to quit. How you still exist and still can't find some hits? But the worst shit, dummy, I mind the fit. Still on that show, getting no shit, time to dip.
I'm in the get to the chicken, bring me when I flip in the trap, get off. I gotta get to the dog, on the head of the back, come on. Come on, got come on.
If you'd like to sponsor a TSP television broadcast, Patreon is the place. Sponsorships start at just $1 a month. Visit patreon.com/TSP television and make a pledge for premier Twin Cities sports coverage.
All right, welcome back, everybody. If you are just joining us, this is Jessica January alongside Erik Jimson. We just had a great first half of some high school football here as the Robbinsdale Cooper Hawks and the Irondale Knights are tied up 13-13. About 40 seconds left before we start the third quarter. Both teams warming up, and Erik, I'd say we're looking forward to a great second half of some football.
Yeah, it should be an exciting second half with the score tied. Both teams were able to run their style of offense and make a few things happen. Both defenses kept the game within reason, so I think Irondale starting off with the ball. They've been looking to run the ball a lot, control the tempo, control the pace, and set the tone physically. Cooper had to try to get a stop and get the ball back in their offense's hands, and their offense is very explosive, so the more opportunities you give them, the better they'll get as the game goes along, so it should be fun.
And if you guys remember, Irondale closed out the second quarter with a great defensive play as they recovered a fumble, and then that other great pass by Glodek resulting in their first touchdown of the game. So we'll see if the energy and the momentum from those last two plays are able to carry over and translate into the beginning of this third quarter. We're over here sitting by the Irondale fan section, and student section is over here to our right, and it looked like they were having a bit of fun too, waiting for the teams to come back out. I think it looked like they were doing a kiss cam or something like that.
Yeah, engaging in a few teenage activities, nothing wrong with that, trying to keep themselves busy on a chilly night while the teams are in the locker room, so kids being kids, nothing wrong with that.
A great way to try and stay warm, I guess.
Students are engaged. It'd be key for them to stay engaged and try to cheer their Knights to victory. On nights like this, it's nothing like having the home crowd behind you and giving you that extra boost of energy.
Still waiting for the time to run down. And as I kind of talked about a little bit about Irondale and some of the things they were involved with outside of football, 10 players are also designated as mentors who run the 9th grade orientation and work to help 9th graders acclimate to high school throughout the year. So they were also part of the Feed My Starving Children. 10 players are also involved with being mentors. So this Irondale team, very well-rounded in terms of playing well on the football field and then also contributing to their community outside of it.
Yeah, it's always great to see young men and even young women as well be involved with extracurricular activities, even outside of their sports. Just keeps them busy and helps them build character and stay involved with the community and keeps the community and the unity of the team strong. And this is what you want to see from these young athletes. And I'm sure the coaches and parents are proud of them.
And both Parker Freiberg and Leighton Glodek have 3.9 GPAs, so they've been outstanding so far in this game on the football field, a part of other community activities, and maintaining almost 4.0 GPAs. I think that both of them have very bright futures.
Yeah, smart players on and off the field and very dedicated to their work. Discipline and dedication and hard work will get you as far as you let it. So great job by those two young men, and hopefully they keep it up in the second half and throughout the rest of life.
Just under 30 seconds here in the third quarter. Irondale has taken the field. Looks like they're fired up and ready to go. Cooper now taking the field as well. And this Irondale team every year has gotten better. I talked about how in 2015 they were 2-8, and now a couple years later they're 5-2, tied up right now with Cooper. So it's really great to see this program be able to turn it around and give a team like Cooper a challenge.
And being able to improve like that doesn't just happen in season. That's a structure and plan that the coaching staff has implemented for these kids year-round, keeping them focused, and player development has been key. The players have gotten better. The coaches' message has gotten through to the players. Their game plans are working year in and year out. They're getting better, so it takes a lot from everybody to gradually improve each year and stay on the right track, and that's what they've done.
Well said, and that was number 23, Jacoby Bass, on the return. Irondale get the ball on the 32-yard line. First down, 10 to go.
Irondale right back to the run as they've done all first half.
Exactly like you said, that was number 28, Parker Freiberg on the carry. Gain of 5 on the play, second down.
This is almost the ideal scenario for Irondale to be in with their style of offense. They like to methodically come at you and run the ball, and it's tough to do that when you're playing catch-up. So for them to be able to keep this game tied, now they have their full arsenal, their playbook at their disposal. They can just continue to play their style, run the ball, and they should be fine.
Freiberg again on the carry, and that'll be a first down for Irondale. Like you said, Cooper has outscored all their opponents so far this season, and if teams want to have a chance, they got to keep the score low, and that's exactly what Irondale is doing. The Knights will line up at the 45-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Glodek with the handoff. Number 19, Borasa, and a gain of 1 on the play.
I'm pretty sure Cooper's coaching staff, especially the defensive coaches, instilled in these guys at halftime that they got to stop the run. So they're looking like they're crowding the line of scrimmage. They're flying downhill and trying to stop this run here to get themselves the best chance to get out the field and get the ball back to the offense.
Glodek with the pitch back there to Freiberg, who gets to the outside. A nice carry there by Irondale.
That toss has been there all night for Irondale. When you got a great athlete at running back, all you need is to give him a few blocks and get him on the outside and let him make a play.
Gain of 6 on the last play. Irondale 3rd down with just 2 to go. And Freiberg again up the middle, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's where those off seasons in the weight room pay off. Those 1 to 2 extra yards you can get, keep your team on the field.
And there's no surprise here who Irondale is going to. I mean, Freiberg has received the ball almost every single time. First down for Irondale as Freiberg again will take it up the middle with a nice spin. Irondale with another 1st down.
He's a definition of a workhorse. You can give him the ball 25 to 30 times tonight. He's just going to carry his load and do what he has to do to put the team on his back. Tough running by a young man.
So about 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Irondale has made its way down the field very successfully at the 28-yard line. Freiberg again with the carry, but he's taken down on the sideline. Gain of 7 on the play. They're just continuing to go in with what's working. I mean, Freiberg, he hasn't been stopped, and he's making a gain every single time. So why change something that's still working?
Yeah, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Stick with the game plan, and you're doing a great job.
Knights on the 21-yard line. 2nd down. 3 to go. Nice carry right up the middle. That was Barasa that time on the carry. Gain of 6, which puts them with another 1st down.
Irondale's winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. The most important thing when running the ball, your offensive lineman has to get that push and get to the secondary level and keep those linebackers off the running back. They didn't do it there, though. Nice shot from Cooper defender.
That was number 28, Freiberg, again with the carry. Only 1 yard gain that time. A very rare moment we've seen him been taken down that quickly. 2nd down here for Irondale. And they'll set up on the 18-yard line. Glodek will keep it this time as he looks to go to the corner, and it's intercepted. Looks like the ref may have slipped there.
There's another one of those overthrows just off target that almost cost him, but the defender wasn't able to get his feet down to complete the interception. I like that they're taking advantage of that matchup. They got a great size advantage on the outside. You just got to deliver the throws and get a receiver a chance.
And that was a pretty similar situation as the one right before the half. Unfortunately, they weren't able to convert it this time, but again, they're in great field position. Perfect opportunity to score here. And Freiberg will score it. Touchdown, Irondale.
There is a flag here, so we'll see if this holds up.
And looking to see what happened. Did you see anything while the play happened?
They may have gotten Freiberg on a taunt, negating the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, the touchdown looks like it'll stick, but you got an unsportsmanlike conduct.
So the touchdown is good.
Touchdown stands, but they got an unsportsmanlike, which will most likely be enforced on the kickoff.
How good has Freiberg been this game? I mean, that last possession, he was basically untouched.
Yeah, he's running all over the field. He came into this game ready to carry this team, and they're feeding him. He's finding the holes and making plays. Hats off to him.
So number 3, Kiani. And the kick is good.
Great resilience by the kicker there to not get discouraged from the penalty, moving them back 15 yards. He just stuck with his principles and drilled the kick right down the middle.
Kiani's been 4 for 4 tonight. Focus every time he's called up to complete the kick, and it's going to pay off against a Cooper team like this who's able to score with high numbers. All of those points are going to matter at the end of the game.
That penalty could have been costly, but if he misses that extra point, that penalty is costly, because if Cooper goes down and get a score, then it's a tie game and they got a chance to go ahead. So good job by the kicker to not let that penalty affect the team, drill the kick, and keep the Knights up 7.
New score here at Irondale High School as the Knights take the lead for the first time of the night, 20-13. And they will kick off as it goes out of bounds. Looks like Cooper will get the ball at about the 20-yard line.
They're going to be moving up here, so legal procedure on the kick. Kicker kicked it out of bounds. So Cooper should be getting the ball around the 35.
Now, I'm not sure how many times this Cooper team has been down this season. I mean, there's been several games where they've blown out opponents with very high finishes. So it will be interesting to see how they react to this adversity and actually being down for maybe one of the first times in the season. That was 24 Borden on the carry, who was taken down quickly by Irondale. Great first defensive possession.
Spectacular job keeping the rush lanes, keeping the outside leverage. Running back tried to get him to bite inside. He didn't go for it, kept his angle, and wrapped up on the tackle. Great job.
Second down now for Cooper. Still 10 to go on the 35-yard. McMillan will look to throw it, and he's sacked. Outstanding defense by Irondale.
Beautiful sack right there. That's just mano a mano. Defensive end just beat his man. Quarterback's blind side, couldn't see him coming. Didn't get rid of the ball soon enough. Put him down.
That sack was by number 60, Guyton.
When he's passing downs, you got to win your one-on-one matchup in the trenches and get after the quarterback.
3rd down for Cooper. 17 to go. Looks like they might try to go long here, but McMillan doesn't find anything, and he's taken down.
Huge stand.
These Irondale defenders are hype. They are locked in, and they are on it right now.
They're bringing a lot of energy, a lot of intensity, getting the ball carriers down on the first or second hit. They aren't giving up many yards after contact right now, and this is exactly the position they want to be in. They can get the ball back to the offense now and drain some more of that clock and keep the ball on the ground. They're in great shape here.
About 5 minutes left.
They're going to get great field position.
Cooper with the punt, and it will be Irondale ball. Now the Knights with another opportunity to score on the offensive end. And just a great defensive sequence there. When you just scored and Cooper looking to bounce back and return that same energy on the offensive end, and you don't let them have any of that momentum, that's really crucial right there for Irondale.
Yeah, this Irondale team is in full sync right now. They're executing on defense, getting off the field on 3rd down. They're running the ball effectively, which they love to do, controlling the pace and tempo of the game.
Glodek handed it off again. That was number 19, Barasa, on the carry. Only a gain of 1 there. Irondale 2nd down, 9 to go on the 43-yard line. Glodek hands it off again to Barasu.
That's 2 straight plays there with the Hawks' interior defensive linemen have just blown up the trenches and got early penetration. That's what you got to do if you want to stop the run, win the battle up front. Now they got in 3rd and long here. Cooper's defense needs to get off the field here.
Like you said, 3rd down, 7 to go. Glodek will take a step back this time and throws a bullet right up the middle. And that'll be a 1st down for Irondale. A great completed pass to Bass.
Way to hold on to the ball. As a receiver, sometimes you can't see those big shots coming. Quarterback let him. He took a big hit, but held on to the ball like you're supposed to do.
Like you said, great concentration there to be able to hold on to that. That was probably one of the hardest hits we've seen this game. And he was still able to complete that possession.
Without a doubt.
Looks like we may have another athlete down for Cooper, but he gets up and he walks off the field. So nothing serious there. It'll be a 1st down here for Irondale on the 39-yard line.
Irondale's taking complete control of the game. Cooper is not able to get anything going on offense. They aren't able to get off the field on 3rd down. Irondale is just fully dominating this game. So it's going to be up to a Cooper defender or a group of defenders to make a big play here and maybe look to force a turnover or just get off the field on 3rd down and give themselves a chance. You don't want to go down 2 scores here.
Glodek pitches it back again to Freiberg, who gets to the outside and just runs defenders over. A gain of 14. And that'll be another Irondale 1st down.
Well, Irondale knows whenever they need positive yards or any play, their go-to play tonight has been that toss off either side. They're just executing that to the fullest. Rest
here, bowler whistles. Cooper will take a timeout. And And like you said, whenever Irondale needs some positive yards, needs to get down the field, they're running the ball. But as we just seen in the previous possession, when Glodek throws the ball, that thing is sharp and it's on. It's consistent. And we talked about earlier before the game even started that if Irondale wants to have a chance, Glodek is going to have to be over 50%. You said 60%. So it looks like he's completing these passes well and feeding his receivers and running backs very well.
Yeah, the accuracy has been there for the most part. And like most people don't know, with a quarterback, the thing that separates the quarterbacks is accuracy. I mean, you got to have athleticism and all that, but the more accurate the quarterback, the better the team will be. Good quarterbacks can just throw the ball through a keyhole at moment's notice. So if you want to be a good to great quarterback, your accuracy just has to be pinpointed. So he's doing a great job just hitting the receivers when they break open and getting the ball to them on time, giving them a chance to do something with it.
Irondale on the 25-yard line. First down, 10 to go, and that's pitched back to Barasa, and he's taken down on the sideline.
What people may not be seeing is the reason the pitch is so successful is because Irondale has kept the Cooper defense honest with the fake pitch and the trap back up the middle, which Freiberg scored on the last possession. So these different types of runs and offset formations is keeping Cooper off balance, which is allowing this pitch to stay successful throughout the game.
Second down for Irondale, 9 to go. And great defense there by Cooper.
There it was there, the fake toss for the trap that Cooper was ready for at that time.
No gain there for Irondale. Just 2 minutes, about 30 seconds left in this third quarter. They'll be on the 24-yard line.
With third and long, Irondale has this one-on-one towards the bottom of the field here. Look for them for this matchup again.
Glodek will look to get it in the end zone, and it's caught! Another Irondale touchdown.
They just picked on that matchup all game. Just been money for them.
Glodek with a great connection there. I think that was number 8, Aiden Price, with the touchdown.
I'm surprised Cooper hasn't made that adjustment to give the defensive back a little help on that one-on-one matchup. He just doesn't have the size to compete for the ball with Price on these throws. But good job by Irondale. Irondale continue to utilize the matchup and take advantage of the mismatch.
And the kick is good. Number 3, Kiani, 5 for 5 so far this game, making that 27 for the Irondale Knights, only 13 for the Cooper Hawks. And this Irondale team is looking really good. Like I said, looking at the scores and the other games Cooper has had so far this season and how they've played, this is not what was expected tonight. And we're seeing a team that maybe wasn't so much the underdogs coming together and executing very well.
It's actually been a little bit of role reversal. We expected Cooper to be the offense that's moving the ball up and down the field and putting up a lot of yards, putting up a lot of points, but it's actually been the Irondale Knights just running up the yards. They have to have at least over 150 rush yards or so, and then coming off of that with the play action, getting the defenders to bite and just airing it out downfield. So a great job by them just being effective on the ground and through the air.
Number 3, Kiani with a kickoff as well. Cooper with the return, doesn't want to go down, but he finally does at about the 30-yard line. That was number 24, Borden on the carry.
There has been a bright spot for Cooper tonight. The special teams unit has done a good job returning these kicks and giving them a chance to work with a manageable field.
Just under 2 minutes Cooper will start the drive at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. McMillan staying patient as he's looking downfield, and it's incomplete.
Had him there. That's what I talked about with the
Wide
accuracy.
open.
Got to be on point.
Nope, that's a great point. He was wide open. That should have been a touchdown for Cooper.
And I expect to see a bit more of those type of plays from Cooper now being down 2 possessions with only a minute and about 45 seconds to go here. They probably want to score quickly, so they're going to take a few more shots and look to open up this game.
And they have been open. These shots have been open all night. McMillan just hasn't been able to convert, as they'll go for it again, and another incomplete pass. Almost the same exact situation as the previous possession.
I'm getting a sense from Irondale's defensive game plan. So it looks like they're giving up these shots, giving up these coverages to the quarterback. Maybe they don't think he can deliver the passes accurately because they kind of came back with the same coverage, and Cooper went with the same play. It was there again, but just can't connect.
McMillan, after that throw, with a little bit of frustration, looks like he was shaking his head, and I'm not sure if he's frustrated with himself or with his teammates, but whatever the situation is, there's still a lot of time in this game for Cooper to come back. McMillan again will take it himself this time as he gets to the outside and is taken down.
Like it goes short of the first down. Interesting decision here from Cooper. They're going to go for this or punt the ball away. It looks like the offense staying on the field. They're going to go for this.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. Clock is winding down with about a minute left. They are only on the 38-yard line. So a lot of field to go, but this team, if there's any team that's able to do it, they are one.
Huge play right here.
And there will be a flag.
I'm not sure whether maybe Cooper was just looking to draw Irondale off sides to get the free 1st down. Quarterback takes a delayed game, and Cooper punt the ball. It's a smart call from the coach. Anytime it's within 5 yards on a 4th down, you got to give your team a chance and let them fake the snap and see if you can get the defense offside. So smart call. Defense stayed disciplined, didn't go for it.
And Cooper will punt that one out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for Irondale at the 37. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Not much time for Irondale to do anything, but as we talked about in the first half, just make sure that there's nothing crazy that happens to end this quarter.
Well, with the way their offense is playing, this is a potential put-away drive. If they can come out, get a few 1st downs, and eat the clock up 2 possessions. Even if they don't necessarily get another score here, if they take off enough time and wear down this defense, they might have just done enough to put this game away.
Number 19, Barasa on the carry.
Number 52,
Clock continuing to wind down. 2nd down, 9 to go, but it looks like that'll about do it for the 3rd quarter. This Irondale team looking extremely hyped up. Fans very excited with their performance. How big would this win be for this Irondale team?
This would be a ginormous win for them. especially for their confidence, knowing that they can come in against a good team and execute their game plan for 4 quarters and beat that team on their home field. That would just be immense for the confidence of these players.
Now, for this Cooper team, like I said, I don't think that they've had much experience with any adversity this season. They've had a few close games, but I don't think they've ever been down like this, especially closing out a game. And especially last year, they lost 13-12 to St. Louis Park in the Section 5A semifinals, and they haven't reached a section final since 2012. So it looks like starting off this year, they would definitely be a contender as a team to win the section finals and maybe even go to state. But I think maybe dealing with this adversity kind of early on before they reach that point may be good for them.
Yeah, every football game is a learning experience for any team, and Cooper is learning a lot about themselves in this game tonight, and you always want to use that. I mean, even if they end up coming out on the wrong side of this one, there's a lot of things to take away from this game that can potentially help them improve for future matchups. So.
28 Freiberg again, right down the middle. And right at the start of the 4th quarter, Irondale will get their first down.
It feels as though Cooper is used to playing from in front with the lead. Very unfamiliar territory for them right here, trying to get a stop and get the offense back on the field to give themselves a chance to come back in this game. So this team is going to take that next step. They're going to have to learn to play from behind and make plays when they're not always the front runners.
This Cooper team hasn't scored under 30 points the entire season. So like you said, them having a different look this game with only 13 points in the 4th quarter, they're going to have to rely on other aspects of their game to be able to keep in this contest.
I'm interested to see if the Cooper's defensive play caller gets a little bit more aggressive here. Maybe send a few blitzes, put more people around the line of scrimmage to try to maybe take this ball away, force a fumble, or get a sack when Irondale goes back to pass. Not having much time left, they might just have to become more aggressive and take a few chances on defense.
Second down and pitch back to Freiberg, who gets to the outside. And he'll be taken down out of bounds along with the cameraman. But he's okay. And that'll be another first down for Irondale, making great moves down the field.
Might be the best action shot the cameraman's taken all night.
Seriously. Good thing he's okay, though. That was a pretty hard hit. Irondale was set up on the 24-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Low deck to Barasa. It's taken down very promptly.
Cooper's done a much better job in the second half stopping the dive up the middle, but just can't contain the toss. But Irondale gets on the outside and gets going downhill. They just gashing this defense. If Cooper can find a way to contain the outside, rush lanes, and continue to slow down this dive, they might have a chance to get off the field here on defense.
Second down and 9 for Irondale. And the rest.
Looks like it's going to be a false start on Irondale's offense.
Not really the best time for Irondale to get a call like that, but they're still in great position to win this game. They just need to continue staying sharp and finish out this game.
Yeah, they want to try to avoid penalties because they are almost in field goal range, and even a field goal can make this a 3-possession game, virtually putting it out of reach. So they want to just keep moving forward and nothing going backwards for Irondale right now.
Number 28, Freiberg, again on the carry. Not much room there up the middle as he's met by the entire Cooper defensive line. Third down for Irondale. Looks like number 19, Barasa, came off the field limping. He's been very effective for Irondale tonight, so that's not something you want to see.
Irondale doesn't have to go for the home run here. Just even a few yards can make this a manageable kick.
Glodek looking for an opening, and he goes long with it. He has a receiver in the end zone, and he catches it. Glodek's pass complete to number 8, Aiden Price, for another Irondale touchdown.
Glodek and Price has been on the same page all night. If he sees him one-on-one or with a matchup, he's going right to him.
Oh, I thought they got the touchdown, but they were just short of it, a yard. So now they got the touchdown. I thought he caught it in the end zone.
Just short, went up, down on the one, but they finished off the drive. Irondale surprisingly rushed up to the line of scrimmage to curve and punch that in. Thought they would have took a little bit more time off the clock, but going up potentially 21 points here might not matter too much.
Really great patience in the previous possession by Glodek to take his time, and great vision of the field. I mean, he saw his receiver was open at the end. As that kick is good. Number 3, Kiani, 6 for 6 now. But again, just keeping his patience and finding someone down the field. This might have put Irondale out of reach in this game.
Yeah, Glodek is good pocket presence, waiting for his matchup to get open. He's looking for Price downfield every time. That's the money matchup right now. And once he sees him one-on-one, that's what he's targeting. And great job by the coaches scheming up routes to get Price downfield, match up one-on-one, and the quarterback giving him a great opportunity to make plays.
For Irondale, number 19, Barasa, is still on the bench. Look like he's getting looked at by the trainers. Not sure if he's going to return this game, but it looks like they may not need him. So maybe some good rest for him. Maybe that might be good. Number 3, Kiani with the kickoff. Again, and new score here at Irondale as the Knights are up 34-13 with 8:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And I expect to see Irondale play a little bit more conservative on defense here. Try to keep everything in front of them. Last possession, Cooper was able to get a few receivers behind the back line of the defense of the secondary. Quarterback missed the throws, but you don't want to keep giving up those opportunities. So.
Exactly, and I'm sure Cooper is going to continue being aggressive and trying to look downfield. They don't have much time, and they have a lot of ground to make up. Looks like Irondale will redo this kickoff. And Cooper on the return. And Borden is taken down at the 30-yard line. Excellent defense by Irondale.
I think the reason we got a re-kick, Cooper, looks like they declined the penalty and wanted their kick returner, who's been spectacular tonight, to get another shot at it. He got the return, but good coverage downfield on the kickoff by Irondale and making a tackle.
And this is what you want to see from a team like Irondale. They played excellent offensively, obviously against a really good Cooper team. But you want to continue seeing them playing like that the rest of the game because you want this to be able to translate into the next games and obviously into section games and potentially into state runs. So there shouldn't be any let up here. You know Cooper is a great team and you want to end the game on a very positive note. First down here for Cooper. McMillan will hand it off to Borden, who is taken down right away. No room there for him.
This Irondale defense is playing with too much intensity right now. They're not allowing anything on the ground, anything through the air. They're fired up. They're reading their keys and flying to the football.
Second down and long for Cooper. McMillan looking downfield. He has a receiver on the end, and it's incomplete.
It's a great job by the defensive back to use the sideline as his friend. Receiver has to fight harder to make that route skinnier and give the quarterback a chance to hit him. Defensive back uses the sideline, forces the receiver to the sideline. Doesn't give the quarterback much room for the pass to be dropped in. That's great sound technique from the defensive back.
And like you said, kind of the difference between good quarterbacks and great quarterbacks is accuracy. And unfortunately tonight, McMillan has not been connecting with his receivers. And again, another possession where it's just not hitting his players on the hands where they're able to make a catch.
Yeah, McMillan will want to use this game as a learning tool. He'll have to be much sharper, throwing the ball downfield and in the medium area, across the middle of the field. If this Cooper team wants to really be a threat, as the weeks goes on, the temperatures will be low like this, games will be cold. So throwing the ball will be much tougher, and if he wants to give this team a chance, he's going to have to be much sharper with his accuracy.
And with 7:40 left in the fourth quarter, Irondale again will have offensive possession. Another chance to eat them some clock here, make it down the field. And they've been good at that with these drives and the carries by Freiberg. They're able to make their way down the field, but still take up some time.
Yeah, they don't need much here. Just no turnovers, no fumbles, no bad errant passes, and they should be fine closing out this game.
Irondale at the 35-yard line. First down and a good carry by Freiberg. Gain of 4 on the play. That'll be second down and 6. Glodek again with the handoff to Freiberg, who's just trucking his way up the middle.
This game isn't completely over for Cooper in the sense that the coaches will be watching the defenders to see who's still playing hard, giving effort, doing what they're coached to do. Those things are key to build character. You want to see which players you can win with and which players you can lose with. So losing is not always so bad.
Irondale with a first down. First and 10 on the 47th-yard line. And a flag on the play. False start for Irondale, the second one of this game.
Yeah, the defensive end jumped a little bit and caused the Irondale to flinch and get the false start. It's got to be disciplined and remember the snap count in your head. Mental fatigue could be setting in a little bit, but got to be disciplined.
Irondale will continue to carry the ball. That was number 23, Bass, with a gain of 1. That'll be their second down. 14 to go still. Just under 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Knights up 34-13, looking to finish out this game sharp and without any fumbles, turnovers. And Freiberg with the carry, a gain of 17, and Irondale another first down.
He just had a magnificent game. Been there for him all night. I mean, doing it a plethora of ways, off the edge with the toss, up the middle on the dive, coming back around for the trap. So he's been able to run every run they have in their playbook and carry this team, move the chains. Great job by him.
His consistency tonight has been magnificent. It's awesome to be on a team where you have a player where you can rely on almost every possession to do something positive for the team. Glodek again hands it off. And that was 23 Bass on the carry. Only a gain of 2. This will be second down, 8 to go. Still on the 38-yard line.
Irondale just playing it safe, keeping the ball in the middle of the field, staying in bounds, keeping the clock running.
Glodek with the fake pass. And Bass will go all the way for an Irondale touchdown. Oh my goodness. That was outstanding.
That's the second time tonight they've scored on the fake toss. Trap coming back up the middle. Just good run game design. Lauren Cooper Hawks asleep with the tosses all night and the fake toss and just get in the middle of the field, open those defenders, start to cheat out, come back down the middle, the trap is there. Irondale just dominating on the ground tonight.
And great athleticism for him to stay on his feet. He had a defender hanging on his legs and he was still able to get to the end zone. And that kick will be good again for Kiani, number 3, who's now 7 for 7. And a new score here at Irondale High School, 41-13. Knights up big here in the fourth quarter.
Great job by Irondale. They just came out second half, stuck with their game plan, and they were able to take it up even another level. The runs were there even, I mean, the lanes were sharper, the backs were sharper, they ran harder, broke tackles. So they just imposed their will on this game all night, and it paid off for them big time.
And you could tell pretty much even starting this fourth quarter that Cooper, their energy, their enthusiasm was lacking. And like you said, I think Irondale, they smelled it. They knew that Cooper was down and took advantage of it, didn't let them have an opportunity to come back in this game.
I think Cooper was a little deflated. They feels as though they're used to playing in front, and once they got in a gridlock game, in a tight game, and Irondale was able to take the lead, they weren't able to play in front. They kind of got out of their comfort zone. They weren't able to play the offense they normally like to play. They had to switch up their play calls, and just everybody was uncomfortable. Quarterback was uncomfortable, so tough night for them.
That was number 3, Kiani, again with the kickoff. Returned by number 24, Borden. Cooper will begin the drive on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. And Irondale will take a timeout here. And looks like the fans are partaking in some more fun over here at student section.
Getting a little workout on.
Trying to stay warm. And he's still going, doing push-ups here on this board, but just some great student fun. Irondale has a lot to be excited about. This is a huge win, and it's good to see the fans getting involved.
Yeah, nothing like being in high school again.
Do you miss his high school days?
Yeah.
Do you know how many he just did?
Looks like 40.
Oh, he did 41.
41.
So Knights have 41 points, and some student just did 41 push-ups.
Kudos to him. He looks like he should be out here on the football field, that type of shape.
And that'll be number 4, McMillan, on the carry. He got to the outside there. That'll be a first down for Cooper. McMillan looks to go downfield again, and he has a receiver that's open, and that's about the 5th ball that's been too long. Incomplete pass.
Just overthrowing them. Receivers they've been winning their matchups and getting the inside position on these post routes. Quarterback is not able to deliver the ball accurately and on time. But I like that Cooper's offensive coordinator is still giving the quarterback a chance to throw the ball downfield. If he can complete a pass or one or two of those, maybe shake off some of those demons tonight, and that can give him some confidence going forward.
And just as in any sport, everyone has their off nights. So McMillan, this is an unusual performance for him as he's looking to go down the field again, and that's incomplete. But he's averaging 190 passing yards this season. He has 22 total touchdowns, which is 6th in the state. He was a top performer candidate on Minnesota Football Hub the week of September 28th. So he has all of the accolades, all of the performances to put him in the top category with other quarterbacks. But it just looks like something about tonight has had him off of his game.
Yeah, as long as he's resilient, he'll be back. He has the attributes to play at a high level. He's done it before. Like you say, just off tonight, but it happens. It's unfortunate it had to happen in this moment. But he can learn from this and just continue to get better.
An attempt of a short lob there, but it's incomplete. And with 3:45 left in the 4th quarter, it'll be 4th down for the Cooper Hawks.
This is always a good moment for the team that's up big. They can put in a few reserves or people that are second on the depth chart, people third on the depth chart that don't usually get to play a lot, and get them some experience, get them out here, let them have a little fun. So I expect to see Irondale put a few people out here that don't usually get as much playing time. They already did it on defense. I saw a few new players in the secondary and linebackers. So it's always great to let all the kids and share the field and enjoy the night.
And that experience is crucial. There's nothing like game time experience, game time play. And it'll be nice for some of the starters and some of the players who played a majority of minutes to get some extra rest. So Irondale now with the ball, first down, 10 to go at the 40-yard. Glodek with another handoff. There was a flag on the play. I believe, a false start.
Yeah, another false start. Irondale offensive line and getting a little antsy, probably a little sloppy. They probably ready to get out of here. They've closed this one out, but it's got to beat this one, finish it out last few minutes.
So still first down for Irondale. 15 to go. They'll hand it off to Freiberg, who is untouched right up the middle. And another first down. This guy is unstoppable.
Yeah, just absolutely monster performance by him. He's still running hard, even late in the fourth. It's cold night. He's been taking shots, but he's tough. He's putting the team on his back. He's a real workhorse. So spectacular performance by him.
And that's what might make this team so special. When you have one of your best players continuing to play 110% at the end of the game, that says a lot about his character and the character of the team, the coaches, the culture that they're having these young men playing.
Definitely. He inspires the rest of the team. I mean, he's, like I say, he's taking the most shots. He's eating up the contact. That just inspires the rest of your team, and that fires up your offensive linemen who are blocking for him and providing great holes. That just gives them the fight and the energy to just keep doing that for him when they see him running hard behind them. So that's a great sight to see for this Irondale unit just coming together as a whole offensively.
Freiberg again on the carry in the previous possession. Irondale second down, 2 to go. About 2 minutes left to go in the game. Irondale up big, 41-13. Irondale continuing to carry the ball and make their way up the field. That was number 21, Grayson Tremel, on the carry, and it will be a first down for Irondale.
In the victory formation, just going to take the knee and burn out the rest of the clock.
So clock's winding down. Irondale players on the sideline cheering, hugging each other. They played phenomenal tonight. Like we said, I thought it was going to be the other way around. Cooper as a team who's been offensively unstoppable, scoring in the 50s, the 60s, and it looks like it was just the other way around tonight.
Yeah, Irondale did what they were supposed to do, and they gave themselves the best chance. They stuck to their game plan, controlled the time of possession. Cooper couldn't ever get in rhythm on offense other than the first drive. They were always either had to play too fast or just too slow. So Irondale completely dominated time possession, dominated the pace of the game, and they did what they had to do to come out here and get this win at home.
So the Irondale Knights finishing this game 41-13, handing Cooper their first loss of the season. So, but Cooper at 7-1, Irondale at 6-2. A great performance by both teams at the beginning, an even greater performance by Irondale in the second half. As the Cooper team, what do you think are some of the biggest key takeaways they can take into the next games and into their section finals?
Well, they're going to have to learn how to play from behind or play in a tight game. If they aren't able to get big plays, generate big plays on offense, they're going to have to figure out a way to work the ball down the field methodically and hit passes across the middle and just pick up yards in smaller chunks opposed to just relying on the home runs. They on defense, they're going to have to figure out a way to contain the run. I mean, Irondale was just able to run the ball all over them. I mean, going off left tackle, right tackle, down the middle. So they got to shore up the run defense and give their offense the ball more. They just didn't have it enough tonight, weren't able to get in rhythm. So those are a few things they're going to have to just get better at going forward.
All right, we hope you enjoyed this game tonight. Great performance by both teams. Thanks for watching. You're watching high school football.